gentleman that's used to being in this position, state semifinals, JT Curtis. And, Coach, obviously it's been a different journey this year. It's a team that used two quarterbacks. One got hurt for a while. He's back, and here you are playing in the state semifinals once again.
Well, it's what you shoot for when you start. At the very beginning, you want to do the very best you can to get your team geared up. And as you know, we played very good competition early in the season, and that was all in preparation for our district, which, as you know, is highly competitive. And then to try to make a run when you get 0-0 in the second season. And that's where we all were 3 weeks ago. And now there's just four of us left, and hopefully we're going to be able to compete very competitively and give us a chance to get to play for a championship.
Obviously, Bird was a game that you thought you could win. You did win. You played pretty well overall.
We did. I was pleased, obviously, with the defense. Bird had a 3-year starter back at quarterback who was a really good player. Several of their people that played against us 2 years ago in Shreveport were on that team. So we knew it would be a highly competitive game, and it was. It was very physical, and we were able to get that win and help us move forward.
Now you get Catholic. Of course, they've been the chalk on the field in this division for the last several years, and they're awfully good again.
Well, and rightly so. I mean, again, they played a very competitive schedule. I think they lost their first game to an out-of-town team from Maryland. It came in. It was, again, a very competitive district that they were in with Woodlawn High School and, of course, Zachary. So they're well-tuned, and they have a team that's been tested, and they have the athletes and the players with experience. And it seems like they're a team that has a tendency to reload from year to year. They got a great program. The coaches do an excellent job, and they've reloaded again with the guys that they have back. Their quarterback is an excellent player. The young man, Stamps, I believe, is going to LSU. Sampson, that's right. Sampson going to LSU are big-time players, and they can make big-time plays.
What do you see in terms of the matchup, what you can do successfully or what you have to do successfully?
I think the answer is have to do. If we're going to have a chance, we're going to have to control the ball. We can't give them opportunity after opportunity with 3 and outs because they have too much talent on offense. And then I think the second thing, Kenny, that's so important is field position with the kicking game. Need to do a really good job in trying to protect the ball, not turn it over, and create distance for them to have to go, and maybe create a shorter field for us to go. So I think kicking game in a game like this is always very important.
You've got nothing else to prove, and neither does this program based upon what's been accomplished here, and yet you really do want to prove something. You'd love to get back to that championship game. It's unusual for John Curtis not to be in a title game for a period of 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, and it's been 2 disappointing 1-point losses 2 years in a row, and that's something again in the kicking game that we've got to make sure that we're able to execute. But we start out with our goal to be in this position, and I'm proud of our young men, where they are, what they've accomplished, and we're going to go out and compete as hard as we can. And when the end of the day comes, we want to walk off the field with our head held high that we did the best we could.
Last but not least, you've had a couple of matchups with them that were diametrically opposed. They were different games, real different. Yeah. So you remember those pretty well?
Oh, yeah. You don't forget them. And again, those games have always come down to mistakes. Some mistake that was made on our end or a mistake that was made on their end. I think 3 years ago we kind of had our way with it, but the games across the board have been very, very competitive.
Coach, always a pleasure. Thanks for the visit. Best of luck to you Friday night.
Good. I'll take that luck. Thank you.